really compelling matchup that almost has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona. This is Mountain America Stadium, the home field of the Arizona State Sun Devils. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And the Sun Devils will kick this away to get us going. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They're just able to stop him, but that is a great return there. He's a dangerous guy with the football, and it's a great spot to start this drive. The shotgun running play call. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football. An early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you'd love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. The completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a fourth down call. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
The Volunteers will have first and 10 here. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Finding space at the 20. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. When he's got some space here. Turns on the speed. Can they catch him? Touchdown, ASU. Puts Stroll into the end zone. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time.
Yeah, exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end end zone. And the returner forced out at the 15. That's where the drive will start. Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
I'll give the defense a lot of credit there. They were ready for this option play. Good awareness and containment to be able to force them into this upcoming third down situation.
Getting set, second down play here. And there's the handoff. He breaks free. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 31.
That's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who was on that 98 National Championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line and this back, really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking to throw it deep. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the ball.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play. Bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Throw it on 3rd and very long. Trying to create here on the move. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
And that is the quarterback's best friend. Opportunity to find that open tight end. He takes a big hit, but holds on to the football to show that strength and awareness for a nice first down.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, there it is, Chris. One of the most dangerous plays in college football, the option. What's even more dangerous, as a defender, you have no clue if he's going to pull it, tuck it, throw it. That time, he took it himself, fooling the defense all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point was up and good. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept penalty and take the yardage. quarterback. Pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. Either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Delivers quickly to the left side. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Throw to the running back in the flat. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. And the senior quarterback, lucky it didn't get picked off, almost made a freshman mistake.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
2nd down and 10 after the incompletion from the 23.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it and got some good yards himself.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down at the 11, but it'll be first down from there.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Brought down short of the end zone at the 3. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Moves all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Point after, not quite through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's already get out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They game moves the ball to the 20-yard line. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's hit as he throws it. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Vols.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Look out, room to run here. First down, looking for more now. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. The 10. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Picks up the first, looking for more. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
I love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind him. You continue to pick up first downs. You get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
So one play moves the ball to the 38. Another first down. From the shotgun, drops back. Short pass, finds the tight end. Oh, he breaks free, still going. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a man. The pass rush closing in. The senior calls his own number and picks up the first down.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
Defense is coming after him. He's got it with room to run. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. First and 10 from the 11.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
The balls come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback keeps the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
Been a solid drive, but the defense rises up now. The offense facing a 2nd and 15. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Fighting for the end zone, but doesn't get there. They'll spot the ball to 3.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result. Some positive yards.
On third down is a handoff. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. And they keep it going here. On first down, it's play action. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Now it's second down here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Going to try to use his legs here. He picks up the first down but gets drilled on the tackle. Sun Devils hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Second down after that previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. A deep shot to the right. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
The offense takes a big shot here downfield. I thought they may have a chance, but the defender makes an unbelievable play to get a hand on the ball and knock it away.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2. He keeps it on the design run. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Punt team stays on the sideline. Offense going for it on 4th down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense. 4th down conversion using a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. Got to get to the line quickly. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Handoff from the shotgun. Fights through the tackle. He'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit. And the Sun Devils come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Looking for the tight end, and it's caught.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
3rd and short now on the 10th play of this drive. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And they convert on 3rd. Football at the 20 now. 1st down in the red zone.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. Couldn't quite get there.
Love to see a post corner executed perfectly because it really shows you the time that a quarterback and a receiver have put in together. That time.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, ASU.
That's how you close a half off for this offense. Leaning on the run game to get into the end zone and setting yourself up to go into half all tied up. What a game we have here.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. 1st down. Looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Oh, and he hits out of bounds. yards after a really nice gain there.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, this running back is fun to watch, isn't he, Chris? After that run, he's now over the century mark on the day. What an afternoon he's enjoying.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the quarterback dropping back. Here's a throw underneath to the back. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Taking down at the 49. Brings up 2nd down.
Ball handed to the running back. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The ball starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick it off.
And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. And back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. Pressure is coming. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Quick throw caught on the left side. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
But there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
2nd down going up.
Didn't expect to lose 4 in the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made in space. Look out.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
The Sun Devils are looking to keep this drive going. Receiver in motion now. Moves out of the pocket. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack. Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. And he'll set up to throw. Rolls right, trying to make something happen. The ball is caught and tackled there by the defense.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down to 17.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quick throw, caught over the middle. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up.
Touchdown, Arizona State. And they jump on top here in the second half.
Boy, this guy can do it all. Whether it's the ability to be elusive and bounce to the outside in space, run over top of defenders, that's now 3 touchdowns in this game alone.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. And the Volunteers come to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Bringing pressure. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They never had a chance. Tackle in the backfield.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Crucial third down play right here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
No chance for a return. That football bounces away from the returner and heads out of bounds. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. In the last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. On the move now. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. Look out, he's in the clear. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Takes it all the way back for a pick six. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the interception taken to the house. A pick six. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. A deep shot to the left side. This one is broken up, falls incomplete.
I love the idea of this quarterback just continuing to give his guy a chance. Already making multiple plays. Why not put it up in the air and give him a chance to get in the end zone one more time?
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. It's the running back in the flat. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for the wideout. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, I think I can hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping him out of the end zone.
It's a shotgun run call. End zone ahead. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Vols. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. On the move. Still going. It's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown.
Chris, when was the last game you saw not only one, but two kickoff returns for a touchdown by the same guy? Unbelievable performance, not only by the return man, but the entire unit setting these returns back for touchdowns.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. They'll run it here. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Keeping it on the ground here. Fights off a defender. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Can he make it to the marker? He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
And the Vols will come to the line on 4th down looking to convert. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, there you go. You save your best scramble of the day for a bit of a situation in the 4th quarter, and you pick up the first. I mean, you don't want to use that early in the game, right? You want to make sure you save it for the exact moment and the key time and key moment in the game, and that's what he did.
Touchdown, Sun Devils. On top now here in the 4th.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
Automatic in the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty. Went for it on 4th down down in their end and got stopped. Breaking free at the 35. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Gain moves the ball to the 38, another first down. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Running out of time in the pocket. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Pass on 2nd down. Caught by the receiver. Gain of 23 on the play. And a first down for the offense.
The Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll try the ground game here. He's past the marker and still going. Touchdown, Volunteers. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
PAT is good. They take a 3-point lead here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. And they bring him down to the 32 after a solid return.
Sun Devils will take over 1st and 10.
And back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They'll hand it off. Got the first down and still motoring. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, ASU. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The football comes out. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Here's the 2nd down play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41. The Volunteers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really, it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
The final 2 minutes here, this defense trying to hang on, the offense trying to make a play to win it. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Going to hand it off to the back. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Handoff here from the shotgun. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The Vols will line up on 1st and 10. And the single back takes the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
To the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Touchdown, Tennessee. The quarterback takes it in himself.
Oh, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead. And now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. We've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. 1st down. We're going to throw the football. He's got it in the open. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. They'll hold to the line here with the clock running.
And that is enough.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's running out of time here. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? They desperately need it. Play fake, looking to throw. Quick throw to his receiver. What a catch! It's out of bounds, and they're running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Queen through the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. They have taken the lead with time running down.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
And the PAT is good. So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up, preserve this lead. And here's the return from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
And that's just a great job by this defense of affecting the rhythm of this offense. These guys are in go mode here in the fourth quarter, trying to come back to win this game. And the defense is meeting the challenge so far.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Going again on 2nd and 10. Lets it go quickly. Oh, what a grab! A timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. First down, looking to throw the ball. Wide open downfield. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. And a timeout is taken, just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. The balls line up on 1st and 10 now. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Heaves it deep down the middle. And it's incomplete. They come up empty there as time expires.